Rescue. A little 4-pound dog, Chihuahua Yorkie, found herself stuck in a glue board trap, and the Arizona Humane Society's EAMT, Andy Gallo, was summoned to the scene. Board traps are trays coated with an extremely sticky adhesive. Any animal that touches one of these traps immediately is caught and immobilized, physically stuck to the board. So when EAMTs arrived, the dog had already succumbed to exhaustion, was collapsed face down in the glue and just struggling to breathe, with the glue is lodged in her nasal passage, in her eyes, all over her paws. Had she not been rescued in time, she could have definitely suffocated. So knowing that simply peeling the trap off the dog's small face would cause severe pain and even rip out her fur or skin in the process, EAMT Andy Gallo tried a more humane approach. He lathered the dog's little face with peanut butter, and the peanut oil loosened the glue's deadly grip, and Andy was able to painlessly remove the trap, although it did take a little bit of time. And then after hearing the story on the news, a woman arrived at our Sunny Slope campus and said that she thought that that was her dog, who went missing about a month ago. The woman stood in front of the kennel. She said the dog's name was Mia, and as soon as she said that, the little dog's tail started wagging. She was a very shy little dog, but just completely came out of her shell as soon as she saw her owner, and her owner was crying. The little Mia was just licking the tears off of her face. It was just an overjoyous reunion, and oh my gosh, it was just so sweet to see her little tail wagging as she trotted out the door with her new owner, or her owner. So after a month apart, I mean, it was just great to see them back together.
That story couldn't have had a happier ending. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ash. Well, let's meet some other adoptable dogs. This is Auggie, and she has adorable, scruffy looks and a tail that never stops wagging. Lisa, Auggie was a stray who ended up at AHS through our New Hope program.
Yeah, our New Hope program is, we work with our partners over at Maricopa County Animal Care and Control, and when we have extra room in our kennels, we come to Maricopa County and take dogs we can assist with and put them up for adoption at our facility. So that is where this little sweetheart ended up. Her name is Auggie, and she's a staff favorite. She already has many admirers at the shelter. She's shy at first. She kind of hides at the back of her kennel. But boy, once you get to know her, she is a little fireball. She grabs that squeaky toy and runs circles around the yard. And she's just 6 months old. So she's not going to get much bigger. She's 8 pounds, but she'll get a little bit bigger. Perfect age, though, to bring her home and start training her on your house rules, because she's very smart, and these little terriers pick up like nobody's business. And she's going to make a great pet for just any family. She's good at our shelter so far with dogs and kids and cats.
And she looks adorable with her bow that Lisa strategically placed in her bangs there. Looking fabulous, Miss Auggie. We wanted to give a big thank you to viewers George and Suzette, who adopted Bo when he was just a puppy after seeing him on Pets on Parade. They saw Bo and they said he's just the best dog ever. He actually grew up to be this big guy that's actually tunes into Pets on Parade every week. Well, one Saturday, Bo saw a little white cat, and he was particularly interested in it. So George and Suzette went to the shelter after the show, adopted AV, and now Bo and AV, a little white kitty, are best friends. George and Suzette, thanks so much for adopting 2 of our homeless pets.
What a great story as well. Well, little Daffy and Daisy were just pups when they met, and the 2 are instant friends. Perry, they sure make a cute pair. Look at them.
This is the odd couple, but who says the American Pit Bull Terrier and the Chihuahua, 2 of the most common breeds we have at the shelter, can't get together? These guys, another abandonment story, were found running the streets, but they've been lifelong friends most likely. They get along wonderfully. They snuggle together. They sleep in the same bed together. They eat out of the same food bowl together. Big old Daisy here, she watches what Daphne does. She keeps an eye on her. She keeps her protected. She's always wondering where she's at. And the little Daffy there, and I have Daisy. You know, we have so many people coming onto the shelter looking for this kind of a combination. They have the big dog, they want the little one. They have a little one, they want a big one. And you know, to be honest, it's a little bit scary sometimes doing those kind of intros if you don't know, if they're strangers. Why go through that? Here you have the big dog, little dog combo. We already know they get along great. They're wonderful together. This is a buddy system, 2 for the price of 1. If you want that big dog, little dog combo, it's not going to get any better than Daisy and Daffy here.
Well, concerned homeowners heard meowing coming from their attic and called EAMTs to come investigate. EAMTs had to search through an entire attic full of insulation, and they finally found a little kitten located inside of an air duct. Little Ashton was safely removed from the attic, and joining us on the show today, Lisa, what a cutie he is.
Yes, another beautiful black kitten. And Ashton is a little 2-pound Bombay, and I can't believe, I don't know how he got up there, and he has not told us how he ended up in that attic. But when he was rushed in, what they did was just flush his eyes out. He had some insulation in his eyes, and so he had a little bit of irritation. But he's recovered well in our kennel, and he is very friendly, calm kitten. So Ashton is going to be one of our black cats that we're going to appreciate, and he's going to make you look thin, and there's a top 10 reasons to adopt them. But you can just look up all the great reasons, but I can tell you that he is going to bring you good luck.
Well, thank you so much. And Perry has Otis, and he was a recent EAMT rescue. Perry?
Carrie, this little doggy was found in the middle of the road, hit by a car, and he was flat out motionless. People thought he was dead. Many cars passed him by. Nobody did anything until finally some good Samaritan called the EAMTs. We came and rescued him. He was alive, and here he is now. He had a broken pelvis, a couple broken ribs. Off to the Second Chance Hospital. He went, one of the largest trauma centers in the Southwest. They fixed him all up. He is